This is me today, trying to figure out if I can make my own coloring pages. I've been spending a whole lot of time lately coloring in mandalas, and I've just had a lot of stress, and coloring in the coloring pages really sort of just brings me back to a bit of a zen moment and just allows my conscious mind to be distracted so that I can let my subconscious work on my issues so that I can solve my problems. And I realized I was going through my coloring book really, really fast. So I thought, you know what? Why don't I just make my own coloring pages? And that led me to, of course, thinking, well, if I'm going to make my own coloring pages, I should probably do my coloring pages in themes that I actually enjoy. Now, I love the mandalas. They're intricate and they're beautiful, and a lot of them are quite symmetrical, and I quite like it when my coloring page has symmetry to it. But it's a lot of the same repeated themes, flowers and little loop-de-loops and feathers and leaves and that sort of thing. And if anybody who's following me knows anything about me, it's that I love Halloween. I love Gothic themes. I love dark, twisted, creepy stuff. And so I thought, I wonder if I can make not a Halloween mandala necessarily, but a sort of Gothic mandala. So I went and had a look a bit on Instagram to see if I could see if anybody else was doing Gothic mandalas. And I went and had a look on YouTube, and I didn't really find anything. I mean, there are sort of Gothic and Halloween themed coloring pages, but not really mandalas. So I thought, well, let me start with what I already have. And what I have is a whole bunch of stamps that I quite often use to make Halloween cards. Yes, I'm that person. I don't send birthday cards, and I only send token Christmas cards. But everyone gets a Halloween card. And usually my Halloween cards also include an invitation to my annual Halloween themed party. Each year I pick a theme and I do a Halloween party around that theme. So I have a lot of stamps that are already in that sort of theme. So I thought, okay, that's a good place to start. Especially if I want symmetry to the page, then at least if I start in the corners, kind of like with a puzzle when you start with edge pieces, if I start in the corners, maybe I can bring it in and make it look right. This first page I messed up quite spectacularly by using one of my stamps upside down. So I decided to start again. And I'm actually quite pleased with how the second page came out. This time I really did stick with the start on the edges first and then work my way to the middle. And I didn't want to make it too complicated because I find when I have the coloring pages and the little spaces that you have to color are too small, depending on the paper that it's printed on, sometimes it'll bleed through the edges. And also my coloring pens, I do have some very fine pointed pens, but I have a limited selection of colors with the fine pointed pens. So I thought, let me make the little spaces that need to be colored in just not too tiny, a little bit bigger. And I'm really pleased with how this turned out. And it also turned out to be quite a relaxing activity, because I was able to first do the stamping, which is fun, but then just the drawing in of the extra little lines and extending things out from the middle, the actual drawing of the mandala itself was quite relaxing as well. So I think I'm definitely going to pursue this in the future and see what else I can come up with. There's so many good themes that don't have to be cheesy. I mean, this was using what I have, but there's a lot of Gothic themes, roses and lace and things like that that will go really, really well in a mandala type drawing. So I'm quite pleased with that. I'm going to do some more of these in the future. So yeah, if you're interested in this, like and subscribe, and keep an eye on my Instagram to see when I upload. And at some point I'm going to see if I can make these, if I can scan these in so that I can make them downloadable. I don't know how to do that right now. I'm going to have to figure it out first. But yeah, keep an eye on this channel, and hopefully we get there soon. Enjoy the rest of the video.